Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I haven't done a channel update in a while, so I thought, it was about time to talk about what's going on. Pretty exciting times in the drone world right now. I got back from Spin Up a couple weeks ago with a vicious cold, so I've been kind of down for a while and haven't been out, so you've noticed I probably haven't been putting out very many videos, but I did go out today. I got to fly the Anafi and the JJRC H78G. Let me see if I can, what did I do with that thing? Oh yeah, here it is right here. So this little guy, it's just a little GPS drone, and it's one of the drones that Ryan Duvall sent me in that big Boxo drones that he sent. And what I like about this one is it originated with Brian Singleton, and he sent it to Ryan Duvall, and they both did a little review on it. So now I'll put out a little video on it, and I'll definitely send it someplace from here. I'm trying to figure out where exactly that's going to be, but I'll send it off to somebody, and hopefully this little H78G will be able to do some reviews. But I did also get the Anafi out and got to take it up. It's the first time I've flown it since they did the big update. Well, I take that back. I did the update yesterday or day before yesterday here at home, and I flew it in my backyard for a few minutes. But one of the things I wanted to point out was that I had this little tablet adapter for it. And what I'm going to tell you is I think I kind of, when I did my little review of it, I gave it an okay recommendation. I'm changing that. Don't buy this thing. So what the deal is, this little part right here that snaps around the neck of the Anafi controller, it just is not secure, and it pops off. So it's not worth it. I mean, what I thought of was taking a zip tie. There's a hole here you could run the zip tie through and zip tie it on there every time, but that's more trouble than it's worth. And I was worried about putting the iPhone Max in that holder, but truthfully it worked out fine. I did that, and it held in there just fine. I tried to make sure I was over the grass so that if the iPhone did fall out or something, it wouldn't, crack the screen or anything. So I just probably need to be a little more careful with this iPhone 11 Pro Max than I was with my iPhone 10. I went through a couple of screens on that thing through sheer user error, just not paying attention and being careful enough. But anyway, so couple things to talk about. So I did use the GoPro 7 today when I reviewed that little JJRC drone. As usual, I thought I had a full battery in my Canon M50, and I didn't, so it ran out of battery. But I had the backup. I had the little GoPro, and so I've got that Hero 7 black, and I've had a good time with that camera. So after watching a lot of the reviews on the Hero 8, initially I wasn't very excited about it, but after seeing some of the reviews and the people actually talking about how good that drone actually is, I went ahead and ordered one. So they had the $100 trade-in thing. I had an old Garmin camera that it worked, but I don't think it was anything that I would use in the future, so I traded that in, got $100 for it, right? So $300 for a new GoPro Hero 8. Can't beat that with a stick. So I've got that Hero 8, and I will keep the Hero 7 in addition to that, and that's going to be helpful with the, with making some of these videos. Right now, I am making this video with the iPhone 11 attached to the Osmo Mobile 3. The Mobile 3 is another product that I thought, what do I need that for? But I have found it to be just an amazing device, and in conjunction with the camera on the iPhone, wow, that's going to be kind of one of my go-to devices. So I intend to use that quite a bit. In addition to that, like, you know, we all know there's a bunch of new drones coming out, so I have been selling things off in order to fund some of the new stuff. So just today I sold my Osmo Pocket. So that Osmo Pocket is a typical story for me. I bought the thing. I thought I was really gonna use it a lot. I actually, because of the little screen, and I'm an old guy, I don't see very well. I gotta wear glasses. You know, different. What's funny is as you get older, you don't just have one pair of reading glasses. You got one pair for a little longer distance, one for close up. Anyway, enough of that crap. That little screen just was very difficult for me to deal with. And of course, you can hook your iPhone to it, but then, geez, why not use that great camera on your iPhone then? It's already attached. I mean, what, you know. So the point being that I was not happy with the Pocket. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just think that it didn't fit for what I do. And I had ordered all the accessories, the mic attachment, the extension rod, the kit with the thumb wheel and the wireless attachment, and I had a bunch of stuff. And I ended up selling that on eBay and just shipped it off today. So then also, let me see. I'm going to have to scroll through here and see what all I did sell. So, oh yeah. So my iPhone 10, hey, I sold that for $635. That's, that helps fund this new phone, right? I mean, that's the kind of things that I think made sense. I sold my iPad Mini 4. That Mini 4 was a great device. I enjoyed it, but quite frankly, it was running out of horsepower. When I would try and do a screen recording and use the DJI Go 4 app, it would run out of processing power. Well, that just doesn't work, so I sold that. Got $189 for that. I sold my Phantom 4 drone. Actually sold that for a fair amount more than what I originally paid for it. I sold the FT Aviator joystick. This is quite some time ago. They'll improve that. I was very pleased to get to meet those people at Spin Up this year, and they talked about some of the improvements that they've made to the software, etc. And that's awesome. And I really like that technology. I like that idea of using a joystick to control your drone. So hopefully the next version of it will make a little more sense for somebody like me. And then I also had purchased a Crystal Sky monitor used. One of Curtis Dart hooked me up with a guy that had one. And once I sold that Phantom 4 and I bought this iPhone 11, I just didn't feel like I really needed it anymore either. So I actually sold that on eBay. The point of this is I'm raising money because you all know we got the Skydio 2 coming out, right? That's out soon, and I put my $100 deposit down, so trying to get a little war chest for that. And then, of course, the Mavic Mini, and I bought the Fly More combo, or I thought I bought it. Evidently, I did a pre-order or something. Whole other subject. I'm quite frankly disappointed the way DJI did that. They were not upfront about the way that worked out. So when you went on the website on that introductory day, the drone was not available. And if you looked in small letters, it said, I think for the Mini itself, just the standard Mini with one battery, it said, ships in 10 to 15 working days, which is 2 or 3 weeks. And then with the Fly More package, which is what I hit the button on, it said 20 to 25 business days, which is 4 or 5 weeks. And I wouldn't even be that upset about that. They should have made that a little more clear, but they hit my card. They got my money already. They got my $500. And then now they're telling me that it's going to be 4 or 5 weeks before I see the product. It's just not right, and it's not the way it should be done. And of course, everybody knows Best Buy's been advertising that they'll have it on the 11th. And we've seen on YouTube and Facebook, there's people that got shipped the drone. They have the drone in hand, but there's also a note with it that says, hey, you can't use this. The app won't be available until November 11th. So big deal. You got it in hand. It doesn't do you any good. Just poorly done. They should have made that more apparent right up front, how all that was going to work out, and they didn't. And they've got a lot of folks' money in hand. So anyway, enough of that. I'm looking forward to that drone. And, you know, a lot of people have asked me, well, why do you need that drone? You know, what does it do that, you know, other products you don't have? For instance, the Anafi. The Anafi has way more features than that drone. What I will say is portability, number one. Portability and, quite frankly, DJI quality. Everything about DJI just works. So we'll check out, I realize it's a Wi-Fi drone, which people are disappointed in. I'm willing to bet DJI's Wi-Fi works better than anybody's. I had the Anafi up today. I was out at Heroes Park, and I had several situations where I had a bunch of interference with it. And in fact, lost the screen on it a couple times, and you know, that's not how it should be. The Anafi works great when you're out in a rural environment, but anytime you're around anything else, it's you know, the Wi-Fi on that is pretty wonky. So DJI typically is better than that. I had a Mavic Air. I don't remember having any problems. I know people have complained about having issues with the Wi-Fi on the Mavic Air. I can say I personally didn't ever have any problems with it. So that said, looking forward to that Mini, and portability is the key. One of the things that was cool about the Spark for me is that it was such an awesome travel drone. You could get on an airplane with that thing, and you didn't even know you had it in your backpack. This is going to be even more so. And so I'm really looking forward to being able to take that thing with me, you know, wherever I go, and get some good aerial video. So, and plus it'll just be fun, you know. I love drones, and hey, it's a new drone, so yeah, I mean, that's as much as anything else. I mean, I dig that. And then, so the Hubsan Zino Pro, I ordered that from a couple different places, and well, let me think about that. I actually ordered it probably 3 different times. I initially ordered it, gosh, not GearBest, geekbuying.com. And they had it available when it was introduced, and I ordered it, and they immediately sent me an email that said, hey, we don't know when we're going to get this, so, you know, if you want to cancel, we're fine with it. So, hey, you don't have to hit me over the head with a rock. I said, yeah, sure, cancel it. So I canceled that one. And then I ordered it, or tried to order it through Banggood, and basically they just gave me an in-stock notification. And I did not exercise that. They finally did send me an email when they had it in stock, and I did not exercise that. And I ordered it from Hubsan US, and I can't remember what the original shipping date was, but they kept kicking it out. So I finally said, you know what, just cancel my order, because you know, when it's available, I'll get it, and we'll go from there. And the other thing I was thinking about is it really is an incremental change from just the regular Zino. Yeah, you got more range. I'm anxious to see, you know, side-by-side comparisons with the camera to see what the difference is. So I will probably get one of those. I know that on 11/11, Banggood is going to have it on sale for like $314, something like that. So I very well might order one up on when they do that. And you know, as we know, it's been a struggle to get things from China. They end up getting turned around for security reasons and whatever. So You know, if I can get a hold of one of those at the right price, I'll do it. And of course, what I'll do with that is I will compare it with the regular Zino and see how it, you know, so maybe we can compare them side by side. And then of course there's all the rumors about the Zino 2, which looks even more exciting. It's got some optical flow and time of flight sensors, etc. on it that should make it an overall better drone. So yeah, looking forward to that. And I think even the controller looked like it had a little display on there and so forth. So good on Hubsan. They've been improving that drone since the very beginning. So I look forward to that. And then of course the gorilla in the room, or the 100, what is that? The 500-pound gorilla, whatever. No, it's the elephant in the room or the 500-pound gorilla. There you go. The Skydio 2. I did pre-order one of those, and you know, I got in that first batch, so and I got that same email that everybody else did. So we'll have it either by the end of November or early in December. Hopefully the weather will cooperate where we can get it out and mess around with that thing. But that's really an exciting product, and I will order both the beacon and the controller, and probably an extra battery or two with it, because I have a feeling that's going to be a go-to drone for many, many people. And the tracking technology is, of course, amazing. But everything I've seen so far, it looks like it's got a really great camera on it too. So you know the first thing you think of is, yeah, you're going to use it for tracking. But you know those guys that do those videos where they take a drone and they back it away from themselves, and they go through some tree limbs, and they go underneath a bridge and whatever off into the distance. Hey, when we get that Skydio, all of us are going to be able to do that stuff, whether we have that kind of skill or not. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be fun, because what we'll see is people will do things with that drone that we never imagined, and it will open up a lot of possibilities. So that's going to be fun. Let's see, what else? My friend Ryan Duvall. So my Fimi X8 SE. I actually sent that drone over to Ryan Duvall so that he could review that product. I look forward to what he does with it. He's an excellent reviewer, and I'm sure he'll come up with some pretty good stuff with the Fimi X8 SE. And when he's all done with it, he'll send it back, and we'll probably do some more with it. And then I guess finally, what do we have to look forward to next spring? You know, we talked about maybe the Zino 2 or whatever. You know, there's all the rumors about what they call the Mavic 3 or whatever, that has potentially that Hasselblad camera with some kind of optical zoom on it and stuff. Well, that'd be pretty cool. And DJI isn't just going to sit there. They're going to improve their obstacle avoidance and so forth. It may not be a Skydio, but I'm sure that they'll improve it, and that'll all just be fun stuff. And you know what? If there is a Mavic 3, I guarantee I'll have one. So yeah, that's just kind of what's going on. And we're going into the winter months now, and hopefully the weather holds up and we can all do some flying. I remember last year I was flying when there was snow on the ground. So as long as it's a clear day and we can get out there, I'm going to do it, and we'll try out these drones, and we'll put up some videos. That said, I got Zeno Nation with Ron Brown coming up here in a few minutes. Of course, this will be posted long after that show is done. But in any case, I guess that's about it. So, this is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And most of all, I just really appreciate you taking the time to check out this video. And we will see you on the next one. Bye now.